What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Shouts out Black History Month, Tuskegee Airman t-shirt. Okay, all right. So look, y'all got me on this Masked Singer thing last season, and I came in like halfway through the season because I kept missing it. But I saw last night's episode. I'm starting a new season, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this show yet. But let's just talk a little bit about it, okay? So last night we saw the A group. Y'all know they break them down into groups and they kind of do a round robin kind of thing where they eliminate and then they all play. Anyway, well, it's not really a round robin. Anyway, it's a tournament type situation. And the guest judge last night was Jamie Foxx, and he did pretty good. Jamie Foxx was pretty good as the guest judge. The same judges came back. Nobody knew. So in Group A, we have White Tiger, we have Miss Monster, we have the llama, the kangaroo, and the robot. Now, White Tiger, they said the one hint they gave us was out of Group A. 9 people out of Group A, they said, performed at 9 Super Bowls. Or, appeared. Because it doesn't mean they necessarily played on the field. It could mean that they were on the stage at the halftime show. They could mean they sang the national anthem. It could mean a lot of different... The way they worded that, let me know. They may not necessarily be talking about all athletes. However, White Tiger showed up first. White Tiger is definitely an athlete. Whoever White Tiger is damn humongous, okay? Huge. Clearly an athlete. I'm thinking a football player because we already have the Super Bowl reference. Now, let me say this. And this might be a little controversial, what I'm about to say. So, Ice Ice Baby is the song they perform. I feel like that is like the go-to white boy karaoke. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like whoever this is probably a white guy. Okay? I could be wrong. But I feel like it's the white guy. I feel like it's a white guy. I'm going to put it as somebody like Gronk. I feel like, what's a goofy white guy that's got a lot of time on his hands that would do something like this? Gronk would do this. Right now, because I don't have a better option, I'm going to just say it's Gronkowski. I could be wrong. Has Gronkowski done this before? Because, see, I don't know who's already been on the show either. Because I didn't watch the first season at all. All I know is T-Pain won and Gladys Knight was on there. I don't know nobody else that was on the show. Last season, I came in halfway through. So, if Gronkowski has already done it, then y'all can take that out. But, again, I think it's Gronkowski. We'll see. The second person was a turtle. Now, I think this person is a track star. We definitely got... hints that this person is a track star. Now, just because they were a track star in college does not mean they did not go on to play in the NFL. So, but I do think that whoever this person is, they definitely have track star in their background. Although they sang Kiss from a Rose, and the more they sang, the more it seemed like that maybe they actually came from a singing background, maybe a boy band. That was one of the hints that it was like a boy band. One of his clues was Bunny and Burger and my girl that's married to Mark Wahlberg put together the fact that she's a former Playboy Bunny. Mark Wahlberg, we know they have the Wahlburgers, the burger joints, and maybe it's somebody they know from the boy band Life. Jamie Foxx felt like he was a little boy band and she sort of had certain dance moves and things like that. So, I don't know, but I definitely think that somewhere in this person's history there's some sort of track star history or whatever. Okay. The llama sang She Bangs. You know, that song has been ruined for me. Every time I hear She Bangs, all I think about is that little Asian boy from American Idol that went, she bang. I don't remember his name. I know y'all are going to put it in the comments. Whoever that little boy was. So this song doesn't really do anything for me at this point. Because it's just been ruined. It's been turned into a caricature. I know Ricky Martin is a talented performer. But the song has just been turned. So it didn't do it. The llama's performance didn't do anything for me. And the song didn't do anything for me. I didn't really get a good sense of who this person was. However, I do believe that this person is some sort of shock jock. Something to do with radio. We definitely got those clues that this person is some. Now they were talking about Howard Stern like. They don't think it's Howard Stern just because the person isn't tall enough to be Howard Stern. But Howard Stern is a big fan of the show. So maybe somebody, I don't know nothing about Howard Stern. I never watched Howard Stern. I know a little bit about his story and all of that. I don't know this man like that. So I don't know if maybe somebody on his staff or maybe someone else who's sort of like in that whole radio field or what have you, okay? Okay. Then we had Miss Monster. Okay. Miss Monster sang Something to Talk About. I know this voice. I don't know who it is, and as soon as y'all give me some suggestions, I'm gonna be like, yes! But this voice is, I think that Miss Monster is going to be this season's Patti LaBelle or Gladys Knight. I think the voice is going to be very recognizable once we hear it a few more times, maybe. Everybody felt the same way. It was like, we know this voice, we can't place it, but we know this voice. I don't know who it is yet, but I'm pretty certain as soon as we figure out who it is, I'm going to be like, yeah, that's who it is. So, but I know the voice. I just can't place it. I know that voice. I have heard this person sing before. I just cannot place it. Then we had the Kangaroo. She sang Dancing on My Own. Dancing on My Own. My pen ran out of ink when I was writing it. And I'm not really that familiar with this song, although I like it, by Robin. Now, what we know about the Kangaroo. The Kangaroo is has a survival story. And she spoke more specifically of the last year. So I think that whoever we find out what it is, and the person can sing. I mean, they did a great job. They can definitely sing. So I feel like whoever we find out that it is, very well could be someone that we know that maybe they have been diagnosed with something. Maybe they went through a really bad breakup. Maybe they had some other serious life-changing things happen for them. But I think when we get there, they kept using the word survivor. And they chose Kangaroo and they did a play of Down Under. But again, I don't think this person is from Down Under. I do think this person, because again, I think that kind of be obvious. Like last season, we were like, the Fox is too obvious that it's Jamie Foxx. But I think that whenever we find out who it is, we're going to be like, yes. And whoever this is has been through some things. It's got a serious story, because you could hear the passion in the song. Like, it really was, you could feel it. You could feel that person meant that. And they said that, that this is they're using this show as sort of a redeeming platform for them, kind of like Michelle Williams did last year with everything she has been through. So I look forward to finding out who the Kangaroo is, but I think with that voice, I think it's going to be a while before we find out. Last but not least was the robot. And I say the robot for last because that's who was revealed. And by now, y'all know who it is. If you don't know who the robot is, you haven't looked at this episode, you don't know who was revealed last night, turn the video off now. Okay. So the robot came out. They did Lenny Kravitz, Are You Going My Way? And once I found out who it was, I was actually really impressed with the performance. I personally don't think that this person should have been eliminated. If I had to eliminate somebody, I would have eliminated either the llama with that whole she bangs, because again, I wasn't really impressed with that performance. I just don't think, and even Jamie Foxx threw a little light shade. Jamie Foxx was like, well, we know that this isn't your forte. You were a little nervous. Like, I'm like, because it wasn't a great performance. That's who I would have picked to be eliminated. However, nobody agree with me. So the person that was eliminated and revealed was the robot. And when they took the mask off, it was Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. And some of his clues was skateboarding. If you know Lil Wayne, you know the skateboard. Grammy. They showed the Grammy thing. There was a few other things in there, but he talked about being able to let people see who he is, and he said that he's had to put a tough exterior so that made people think that he wasn't a nice guy or had a heart, but he just had to kind of, because from a young age he had to kind of put his armor on. So I thought it was a good opening episode, you guys. I'm going to try to stick with this thing this season. I really enjoyed the show. I was slow jumping on board. Everybody was telling me I should watch it. But y'all tell me y'all predictions. Who do you think? White Tiger, Miss Monster, the llama, or the kangaroo? Y'all give me y'all guesses, okay? Right now, my only guess is Gronk for the White Tiger. And that's only because I'm just trying to figure out an athlete, who would have sang Ice Ice Baby. That's my only basis for it, so I'm sorry, but that's it. And like I said, I know the voice of Miss Monster. I just don't know who it is, but I feel like it's somebody on the level of that. They threw out Dionne Warwick, and I went back and I listened to it. It doesn't sound like Dionne Warwick. She has a very distinct voice as well, but I know that they're trying to disguise their voice, so I feel like I need to hear another song and maybe I'll know. But I wouldn't be shocked if it's Dionne Warwick. It's clearly somebody older. You could tell by the way they were kind of walking and things like that. And it's clearly somebody we know. I know that voice. I know that voice. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.